Hi and welcome to my channel, Selena Stars Designs. On this channel I'm going to be sharing with you a few of my interior design tips, styling, DIY designs and of course thrifted store finds. On today's episode I'm going to be showing you how I make over this spare room that we have in our apartment into an Airbnb space. So we've actually just had our last guest leave, I think yesterday, and already switched out the bedside tables, which I've actually already found in a thrift store for about $25 each, so that was a great find. They're a little bit more narrow than the IKEA rust drawers that I've used, and then I bought the rust drawers in front just so I can actually frame the artwork. So the first part of this process is actually just making and refreshing the bedding and the linen. So I've already washed one set of sheets and now I'm going to change over the next one. So this is now the bed completely made. So you like to keep it simple. I think a nice little statement lumber in front's quite nice for a bit of pattern. So I keep the bedding kind of quite neutral. And this is actually a linen cover from Target. And these are the bedsides that I've actually thrifted. And they're really cheap, 25 each. And they're a bit more narrow than the rust drawers, which this used to be next to the bed. And I actually think the colours actually work out really nicely. I had contemplated painting them over, but I think for now I'll actually just leave them. I'm quite liking all the timber tones on one side. And this is the lovely artwork that I've got to play with. And then I've got the matching drawer for that there. So the next up is just to make this all pretty and add in a few accessories, and this room's pretty complete. So it's actually quite easy with these spaces. You don't want to have too much in them, but you do want to add a bit of personality, because that's usually why people are choosing Airbnb. They want a different experience to a hotel. You know, they're not expecting a hotel, so I don't really have to iron the bed. I mean, if I wanted to be extra, I definitely could, but I think in this case, that's why linen is your best friend. It hides the imperfections and makes it look more lived in and casual. So the next part is just to fix up the styling decor, and this room will be done. So I'm just gonna use some 3M hooks to hang this canvas artwork, which I actually ended up getting from Adairs on sale, and it's a printout on a canvas stretch already framed, and it's really actually quite nice natural oak finish, and then there's a little bit of texture painted over. So store-bought art, there's nothing wrong with it. I think it's sometimes great, especially when you want an affordable approach to art, because obviously, you know, real art can be quite expensive, and sometimes we just don't all have the time to make pieces as well. So this is actually quite a good investment. It's going to be a nice transitional piece that I can actually change around in the apartment. But for now, I think it goes really nicely with the green teal tones in this. So a bit about just where maybe everything is from. So this bedside was actually from the Salvos near my mum and dad's place, and it was $25 for each one, so $50. And this bed head, which I absolutely adore, it's really pretty ornate, but not too much. It's got a bit of a provincial plantation kind of vibe to it. This I actually ended up picking up for $50 at the Tempe Salvos, and I think that place is amazing for furniture pieces. Really good quality, really reasonable. And the colours actually complement really nicely. I don't have much of an issue mixing timbers as long as there's nothing, I suppose, too contrasting. So this is quite soft and light. And then I've got some other darker elements in this room as well. So overall, it doesn't feel like there's too many different timber pieces going on. So they work out nicely. And then the linen quilt is from Target. This I sewed myself. And most of these little decor pieces are all pretty much thrifted as well, and this artwork was from Adairs on sale, And these are the pretty much famous RAS drawers that are perfect for everything. There's just pretty decent storage, great for clothes if you're kind of like an apartment like mine and don't have that much. And they're really nice and narrow, which is great. So if you're coming in, it doesn't take up too much space in through the walkway. And so I just painted that a sort of made up, I think, teal color, similar to that other dresser there. And I just changed out to the handles. So those timbers actually match nicely to the lamp over there, and actually to the framing on this as well. So when you're thinking about the different elements that come into a space, think about how they're all going to work together and what are the colors. So predominantly my colors are neutrals, greens, with pops of colors, and that's what I choose as my accent. So I hope I've given you some helpful tips on how to style your Airbnb room. Remember, it's your unique space, so style it your way. So thanks for watching, and see you next time.